All right, Rob Frazier here. I even know what to put on a screen, so I put this on, and also never mind my camera. I'm in the bedroom because the animals, the bird, the dogs. Every time I want to do a video, somebody's barking or tweeting or needs some attention or hey, Dad, can you do this? It's always something. So, anyways, um, I've been online since what 2010, late 2010 when I was getting out of the Marine Corps. Um, looking at Carbon Copy Pro and all kind of old programs. And I've been just all over the place. I've had about 5 good years in affiliate marketing where I made multiple six-figure years. Um, yeah, I paid off a six-figure debt using affiliate marketing. Um, and I've had ups and downs. Lately, I've been kind of not necessarily having some downs, but just really evaluating things and looking at stuff. Over the course of the years, I joined, I've been scammed just like everyone else. I joined, you know, my advertising page, Traffic Monsoon, L7, a number of passive trading crypto deals where the thing was supposed to trade for you, make money, and 2% per day, 1% per day, 10% per day, the whole gamut of everything. I've had great years and I've had some horrible years, where my back was just bouncing off the ground and I was like just getting drug along by life. Lost the confidence, lost the mojo, stopped doing YouTube video, just been ups and downs. If you follow my channel, you know, there's a period of time I was just very inconsistent because just changing things. I would go with a program, the company owner would change the program, then there'd be a new program, and then it's just always just some all just I just get sick and tired of the crap. Uh, which kind of led me to where I am now. It's funny because I was reading a book by Robert Kiyosaki for the fourth or fifth time, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and then I read his other book, The Cash Flow Quadrant, and then basically kind of got into, well, let's see, well, how can I buy a business, a real business, something that people are actually needing and doing, not just selling a dream. That's kind of what I feel affiliate marketing and network marketing is kind of getting into, just selling a dream. So I went down that rabbit hole, and then I was looking at one of my old investment portfolios, and this all makes sense here shortly. If you stick through the video, you'll learn where I'm going, and what I'm having in front of the screen will make sense to you. So basically, I started looking at dividend-paying stocks. I logged into one of my old brokerage accounts, and I had like 17 cents or something. Not anything. It's like a fart in a hurricane. Uh, but it was. I was like, where did I get this money? 17 cents from? And it was from owning like a 0.0332 of a share of a stock. So I started researching dividend paying stocks and then got into investing, and over the months got into investing. And then still kind of listening to Robert Kiyosaki. He's a big contrarian. He's thinking everything's going to crash. He may or may not be right. I don't know. I'm not a finance guy. I'm just sharing my journey. This is my disclaimer, by the way. But he's betting that everything's going to crash. Crypto, gold, silver is like it. Everything's going to bottom out. National debt, blah blah blah, all this stuff. So, not trying to go down that way because that's, I like to have a balanced outlook and approach with everything. And I think that's just the most reasonable way of doing it. I got the book, Jekyll Island. I'm reading through that. Robert Kiyosaki says he reads through that a lot. So I'm reading that book. And I don't know what it was, but there was a way that when I was down the investing rabbit hole, you could buy ETFs, you could buy stocks, you could buy real estate investment trust, and you could earn dividends. So you could basically create your own paycheck, which I've been kind of doing that. And then I was thinking, well, I like crypto. I like gold and silver. I believe in having an all-weather portfolio. But I can't see a way to make cash flow on crypto or gold and silver. I mean, you buy crypto, you hope it goes up, and then you sell it. And then that's it. But then there's also trading. I know a lot of people who trade crypto. And, I'm already looking at this computer enough. So I like trading. Yes, trading is a way to get ahead. However, it's just who wants to just sit here and always be glued to the stinking screen all the time? I don't. It's just my personality. I can trade the micro profit system with iCoin Pro. It's a great trading method and it's simple. However, it's just I just don't always want to be a slave to the ding, the ping, the ding, the ding. It's listen. I got Facebook. I get my trades going. I get this. It's like sometimes I just want some peace in my life. 45 years old. I don't have a lot of time for riffraffery. But trading is a way of doing it. But, never been successful at Forex trading. So now all of that is leading me to what you see on the screen here. What you see on the screen here is just one example of how you can make money with your crypto. That parallels traditional finance. Now, I'm not against traditional finance. I believe in having a balance of both. I believe in an all-weather portfolio. I believe in having your stocks, your bonds. I believe, you have your crypto going. I believe you have some gold and silver going, and just have a balanced approach to it. That's my mentality. But kind of getting into it, my YouTube channel has been all about affiliate marketing, how to make money online. And it still goes back to you're selling a dream. You need to do lots of traffic. You need to do lots of volume. You need to be online. You need to be doing lives. You need to be doing, posting on Instagram, posting on TikTok, blah, 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 blah. And I just get, I get an ick factor after a while. However, with what I'm going to share with you real quick, hopefully within the next couple minutes, this is just an example of how you can make money with decentralized finance. So that way you can basically create a paycheck through your crypto holdings. So basically, DeFi, it sounds scary, decentralized finance, but if you open your own wallet, not talking about Coinbase, Kraken, Robinhood, or any of these things, but you open your own wallet where you get a 12-word phrase that you are the only person in the world with that phrase, that's a start. So one thing you can do in DeFi is, and I'm gonna just cover the steps because I'm gonna be putting out information on how to do this for free. And also, there's another thing that's been kind of annoying me. Every single YouTube channel and place I go to learn how to do DeFi, everybody has to sell a stinking stupid freaking course or membership. I get so fed up. It's just like, I don't want to pay you $5,000 to learn your stupid method when I could use that $5,000 to invest in my own dang portfolio and screw you. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, but anyways, I say all that to say, I'm going to start teaching stuff on my channel that I'm learning for free. I do pay for a little bit of information here and there, but I'm not joining no 5,000, 10,000, because I've seen them. I've seen the sales funnels. It's in my algorithm now. Hey, you like DeFi? Oh, beware the pitfalls and blah, 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 and everything's crashing. You need to join our program right now today, and it's only one easy payment of $10,999.99. I ain't about it. Screw them. So, with something like this, DeFi, you could take a coin, say Ethereum, you could stake it. That means just basically give it to a company. It's not even a company. It's a protocol. It's an online program, if you will, on the blockchain. So it's backed up by numbers. You stake your Ethereum. So you say you have $100 in Ethereum. You stake it at a place. I'm going to just throw out Lido. This is not financial advice. There's a place called Lido. Do your own research. You can stake $100 at Lido. They'll give you a receipt. That receipt will be called SETH, staked ETH. You take that same $100 in staked ETH, and you could lend it out on another platform, such as AAVE, like Aave. I'm on step number 3. You have $100 staked at Lido. They give you $100 in tokens, SETH, that's basically a receipt. You swap it out for WSETH, and you could take that same $100 and the wrapped Ethereum, which is basically what it is, lend it out on another platform. So now you have your money, your Ethereum, working in two places. You could take a loan out up to 80, I think it's 80, or there's 81% and there's like a 93%. You can immediately take a loan out with your tokens, which is what they're called, and you can use that money to repeat the whole process or to put it in another protocol, which is basically like another system, if you will. I'm not trying to get too technical, but what I'm saying is you take $100 in Ethereum. You could stake it over here at place A. I'm going to try to keep it simple. They give you a receipt. You take that receipt, which is worth the same $100, and you lend it out on another platform. Doing that allows you to immediately take out a loan up to 81%. So you can take $81 loan, and you can take that $81 and repeat the process. The loan will be like anywhere from 2 to 3%, meaning you have to pay 2 to 3% over time to pay back the loan. Another option with that $81, you can put it into something else called a yield aggregator. Big word, I know. But that yield aggregator could pay you 4, 5, 10%. So if you're getting 10% on that same $100, you have a loan that's at 2%, you're pocketing that extra 8%. Now I know I dropped, I said it's kind of, you know, once you learn this, it's like the same thing that the banks do, but you could do it with this micro investing strategy that we have through DeFi. So basically, you could take that $100, multiply it, and you still have your Ethereum, because at any point in time, you could just say, you know what, I paid back the loan. You know what, I don't want to lend out my Ethereum anymore. Give me my tokens back, boom. And then you can go to the first place. Here, I want my Ethereum back. Here's your Ethereum plus your 2.2%. You know, it averages, it fluctuates. It's not like a guaranteed, and it's per year. So I know I said a lot, but the point is, there are many strategies like this in DeFi, decentralized finance, that you could take a little bit of money and just get it working for you. And everything here is instant, 24/7. You don't have to wait till Monday for your brokerage account to open up to execute trades. You know what I'm saying? And it's safe. I'm not staring at the screen. Only reason I'm staring at the screen now is just really to learn this information. And once you kind of learn it, it's hands off. You're not doing YouTube videos. You're not looking at charts all day. You know, and that's another thing. When I was trading Forex, the broker would win. The broker would get money if I would win a trade. The broker would get money if I lose a trade. You have an opportunity to become a broker in DeFi. Let me say that again. You have the opportunity to become a broker in DeFi. You can provide liquidity, let other people trade, and you collect whether they win or whether they lose the trade. That's absolutely powerful. So anyways, I know I said a whole lot, but that's where my channel's going. I'm just going to educate you on DeFi for free. I'm not doing this whole freaking, hey, join my membership for $9,929. Use that money for your own investing. Do your own research, but I'm here to help. Only thing I may charge for is just for my time. If we do a one-on-one, it's going to be cheap, but I don't have a lot of time. So you got to kind of, give me a little bone here and there. Other than that, wrapping this up, stay tuned. More information to come. We'll see you in the next one. Peace!